It's time for Around the Ozarks Wake Up Weather, sponsored by Scooters Coffee and Rescue Towing. Here's your host, meteorologist Abby Dyer.
Good morning, everybody, and welcome to your Friday. It's April 12th, and we are waking up with some chilly temperatures across the Ozarks. Nowhere near the freezing point, no frost, no freeze, anything like that, but upper 30s, I think, before sunrise this morning, and then we will see temperatures warm up quickly. In fact, there will be a few lucky places that hit 70 degrees in the forecast today. And that's coming along with some sunshine across the region as well. So I get to deliver the good news to start off the Friday on a really nice note by letting you know that there's some really nice weather ahead. It will be warm and dry this weekend. Spring fever going in full force. I'm sure there will be a lot of folks out taking advantage of the nice temperatures, getting the spring garden in, doing some yard cleanup, just spending some time outdoors. Go for it. It's going to be beautiful, a little bit breezy both days, but not nearly as windy as the conditions that we had around yesterday. Once again, I have to mention at least the potential for some elevated fire danger. However, there's going to be very low relative humidity values, and I mentioned the breeze doesn't go away. So I think that there will be some conditions that could be favorable for wildfires to get a little bit out of control. So no open burning outdoors today, not a great idea. There will be better choices in the 7-day forecast if you have to get something done. Really, a lot of the activity today is out on the East Coast and up in the Great Lakes region. That's where most of the heavy rain and our powerful low pressure system is heading. There's also windy conditions developing back to the south and west, and high winds are in the forecast with the cold front moving through the eastern seaboard. That's going to be the big headline in the forecast today. The middle part of the country staying relatively quiet. We've got high pressure in place. That means sunshine for us, and I think upper 60s, low 70. I'm going to go 70 for the Springfield forecast today. There will be folks, though, that stay closer to about 68 for the high temperature. 80-degree temperatures are back. Both Saturday and Sunday numbers really jump, will be above average. A south wind returns, and it will be breezy. Both Saturday and Sunday, I have winds that gust to 30 miles an hour. I don't think it's going to be anything that lasts all day long, though. Few high wind gusts might be bothersome if you're spending all day outdoors, but shouldn't get in the way of any outdoor activities too much. We have sunshine in the forecast today, and low temperatures stay very mild all weekend long, too. In fact, we're in the 50s for lows for Saturday morning and Sunday morning. A little bit of cloud cover possible on Saturday with the breeze, but a high temperature of 80. It's going to make it feel nice and warm to get outdoors. By Sunday, we're talking temperatures at about 83 degrees. It will be very toasty across the Ozarks and giving us kind of a taste of summertime by the time we wrap up that weekend. Overall, we are talking about temperatures that are going to be pretty pleasant over the weekend forecast, but with the warmth comes the storm chance this time of the year for the Ozarks, and there will be a storm chance that returns to my extended forecast. That happens as we head into the early part of next week, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday timeframe. I'm thinking that there's a chance for showers and thunderstorms each of those days, and at least right now, it looks like there's the potential for severe weather. Now, confidence still pretty low in this system, so I don't have anything like exact timing or threats to give you today. This is just to tell you there could be some strong storms in the area for the early and middle part of next week. So over the weekend, don't let this be the last time you listen to the forecast. Make sure you're checking the website, listening to your other sources of weather information, because we are going to see potentially a severe threat for the middle part of the country. The exact track of the system unknown still, exact timing and potential hazard, all of that kind of yet to be worked out. Confidence is increasing, though, that we'll have an active pattern at the start of next work week. A few rounds of showers and thunderstorms certainly look possible when I look at some of the extended models in the long-range forecast. These showers and thunderstorms will move through our area Monday through Wednesday, so stay tuned for further updates, and you know that I will have an update for you first thing next week. That happens on Monday morning. Around the country, what will make headlines this weekend is that high wind threat that I already mentioned for the Great Lakes, the Northeast, and into the Appalachians today and early Saturday. A flash flood threat also exists for northern New England today. We are talking about pretty quiet weather for the Midwest and the Southwest, but there are blizzard conditions. Yeah, not over for our friends up in Alaska. You might see some of the dramatic video coming out of Alaska in the southwest portion of the state. That's what's going on for our friends up north. So I wish they could join us here in the Ozarks, where our temperatures will be nice and cozy in the low 80s for the weekend forecast. All right, it's time for that Around the Ozarks Wake Up Weather Brain Twister Trivia question for you. The question that I left you with yesterday Parents.com says only what percent of babies arrive on their due dates? The options were A, 5%, B, 10%, C, 15%, or D, 20%. If you guessed and you guessed A, 5%, you would be correct. And you may have guessed A because you're like, yeah, mine did not arrive on its due date. Only about 5% of women actually give birth on the exact date that they are due. Most babies arrive anywhere between 37 and 41 weeks, usually within a week, either side of that expected due date, but very seldom do babies come on their actual due date. That is, unless, of course, you choose to be induced on your actual due date. And then you may be able to up those stats a little bit. But A, 5% is the answer today. Here is the next question that I'll leave you with. I'll have the answer to this on Monday morning. Food trivia for you. Which of these delicious foods is technically considered a Western dish in Japan? Do you think it is A, sushi, B, curry, C, ramen, or D, tofu? If you think you know, head on over to the website. That's aroundtheozarks.com. You can answer the brain twister trivia questions there. This week, an awesome prize. It's a pair of tickets to the St. Louis Cardinals game, Sunday, May 5th. You don't want to miss it, or at least miss your chance to win. It's a pair of tickets. We're giving them away thanks to Around the Ozarks and 105.1 The Bull, your home for the St. Louis Cardinals radio. Make sure you head on over to the website, submit your guess. All correct answers will be put into a pool to win that pair of tickets. So good luck to you if you choose to do that. As I said, it's going to be a beautiful day and a great weekend across the Ozarks, but severe weather looms early in the forecast next week. I'll be back first thing Monday morning to check in with you at Around the Ozarks.